Aviation is one of the most technologically advanced and innovative sectors in the world. In this rapidly evolving industry, new technologies play an increasingly critical role in the delivery of real and perceived value, improving customer service and, of course, safety and security. From the moment new aircraft are thought of, engineers are working out how to make them more efficient. Unlike ground vehicles, which don't need to be optimized for efficiency to the same extent as aircraft because they can refuel often, long-distance aircraft must carry all their fuel with them. Fuel is expensive, heavy, and takes up a great deal of storage room. From aircraft to airports, we are reducing waiting times as a fundamental element of improving the airport experience, and here technological developments are enabling significant improvements to be made on this front. A typical case is a numerous online platform for airlines where passengers not only buy tickets but check in and even print boarding passes.
A few years ago, airlines have stopped using paper tickets. Now everybody's using e-tickets. That was the first step towards making life easier for passengers. Instead of having to walk around with a paper ticket, you now can get your ticket on your phone, on your email. So no more loss of tickets, no more having to send a ticket from one place to the other if someone else is paying for your ticket. So that has already one big improvement. IATA has been pushing that a lot, and now I think in the world 99.9% of the airlines are compliant with that. In Nigeria, all airlines are.
6-7 years ago, you couldn't imagine it. You will have to be physically present to do any transaction, And in the last couple of years, say 2-3 years now, it's been so easy. It's convenient. Right now I'm at the airport, and just 2 hours ago I booked my flight. Just 2 hours ago, and I'm here. And in a couple of minutes I'll be flying. So it's convenient. It has removed all sorts of traffic and pressure. Saved me man hours. It's also saved me stress that could affect me psychologically.
Making the travel experience even more seamless and enjoyable, airlines are big on in-flight entertainment. The next evolution of onboard technology is in-flight internet connectivity, and many airlines around the world offer this service. Innovations also include the common use of passenger processing system at the Murtala Mohammed Airport too.
No need to stand in line anymore. You can proceed straight to the gate.
Online technology is the best. It's just what we need at this time. Because of the long queues, the time wastage. With this, you can walk into the airport in a good time. You just get your boarding pass and you just go in and fly without queuing and be so anxious and waiting for somebody to move or not to move. And Maybe the person on the other side will be talking to somebody, wasting your time, and you're agitated. But this is self-service, which is very correct.
These facilities, which are customer-focused, offer various benefits, which include shorter queues. It's not just about deploying new technology for the sake of it. Improving the customer experience remains central to the value of developments.
Following an 11-day Universal Safety Oversight Audit Program conducted on Nigeria's aviation industry, the International Civil Aviation Organization has described the progress and development of the sector as satisfactory. This was disclosed by the auditors during the presentation of the preliminary audit result and their assessment of the aviation industry at the closing meeting of the ICAO USOP. According to a statement by the General Manager of Public Relations, Nigeria's Civil Aviation Authority, Sam Adurugboye, members of the team gave individual assessment of all the delineated areas: legislation, organization, accident and incident investigation, air navigational services, aerodrome and ground aids. The agency's spokesman said the auditors unanimously expressed satisfaction with the level of improvement in Nigeria's aviation industry, adding that the final audit report is to be produced and sent to Canada for review and final assent. This will be done only when comments on the draft report have been received from Nigeria. Following the hijack of an Egypt airliner early in the week, Egypt's Civil Aviation Minister Sherif Feiti said the country is dealing with it as a real threat.
We don't know yet how he got to, get the equipment he has, and we don't know whether the equipment is true or real or not. And this will come as an outcome of the investigation thereafter. But the reality is that we have a hijacker on board of a plane. We are not sure whether what he has is a true bump or threat to the aircraft, but we are dealing with it as a real threat because we cannot take any risk except dealing with it as a serious situation.
Feiti said after the aircraft landed at Lanaka Airport, the hijacker released everyone on board and finally surrendered to the authorities in Cyprus. News of the arrest came after video showed people leaving the Egypt airplane at Lanaka International Airport in Cyprus. One person was seen exiting a plane window. The Airbus 320 was carrying between 50 to 81 people. Newsflash winds down with the arrest of an unidentified American airline co-pilot at a Detroit airport terminal on suspicion of drinking before his scheduled flight to Philadelphia. According to spokesman for the facility, police at the Detroit Metropolitan Airport twice had the man in his 50s blow into a breathalyzer, and each time his readings came back above the legal limit. The Federal Aviation Administration, which prohibits pilots from flying with blood alcohol content higher than 0.04, said in a statement it was investigating the case. The co-pilot's flight 736 from Detroit to Philadelphia was cancelled and passengers were accommodated on other flights.
Do remember our feedback platforms are always open. And that's all we have on this edition of Aviation This Week. I'm Bokala Joe Kitumbi.